to BeFiT. My name is Fayth, and I'm going to bring to you a balance and rejuvenate rebounding workout. So I'm working on my Bellicon. This is all about balancing the body out, all the systems of the body, getting the lymphatic system awake, the cardiovascular system, and also for the mind as well to really relax and de-stress. Let's get rolling. So I'm working barefoot on purpose so that I don't slip and slide. You can also work with grippy socks if you have them. And we're gonna do a little body scan. So we're gonna start with the feet about shoulder distance, and we're gonna just bend the knees a little bit, and you're gonna be sure that the knees are tracking over the toes. That's really important for our alignment. Then find your pelvic placement, make sure it's forward, and then just relax the shoulders down and back. I'm gonna take my hands to my belly for right now. We're gonna start with a little bit of diaphragmatic breathing, and that's gonna also help wake up the muscles of the pelvic floor and just relax our whole system. So let's get rolling. We're just gonna take a big breath in, and you're gonna fill the belly with lots of air, and then a slow exhale out. And as you exhale, you wanna send the belly button back towards the spine. We'll take that 2 more times. Big breath in, and a slow exhale. 1 more breath. This time think of filling the whole body. Big breath in, and a long exhale. Good. From there, keep the core engaged, and we're just gonna begin very simply with a balance exercise, because after all, we are on a mini trampoline, we've gotta find our balance. So we're gonna take the arms, extend them to the side, and again, really make sure that your alignment is all key. Think of lifting the spine tall to the sky, and we're just gonna take a big breath in, and then let the air out. Now we're gonna add an extra layer of challenge here, which is the eyes closed, which seems simple, but is really a good challenge. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, see if you can close your eyes. And you'll just notice immediately the body will sway on the mat, and that's normal and natural. And you just wanna take note of where it's swaying. It's a great little challenge. And then gently open the eyes. We'll just try that 1 more time. If you found that that was too difficult, you can widen the base of support, widen your legs a little bit. 1 more try, big breath in. And on your exhale, we'll close the eyes. And just see if you can lift the spine taller, extend the fingertips long, draw the belly up, drop the shoulders, and then we'll gently open the eyes and we'll begin bouncing. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is what's called a closed chain bounce. So we're actually gonna keep the feet in contact with the mat, which is really important because it warms up our whole body. So I'm gonna think of my feet like a little tripod, and I want 1, 2, and 3 points of the foot really glued to the mat. They're friendly with the mat. They're gonna stay there for a little while we warm up. Keep your knee alignment, relax your shoulders, and let's just start super gentle with some shoulder rolls back. So just opening up the chest. I know we all get so tight from sitting at computers these days. So really lifting tall and just allowing the heart to open and allowing the breath to relax the body. Just breathing very naturally. So even just this movement is fantastic for the body. It's waking up the lymphatic system, which is the system that detoxes the body, eliminates waste. So we want that system to be nice and awake. Also gets circulation flowing to the body and also starts to warm up the fascia, which is really important. Nice and open. We'll do 2 more shoulder rolls. Just breathing and warming up. 1 more time. And then just relax the arms down and literally just shake them out. So I almost imagine there's water on my fingertips, and I'm just gonna shake the water out really, really gently. There's a lot to just relaxing the muscles, relaxing the body. The good news is everything is automatically firing here, my core, every muscle in the body. So you don't have to think too hard about contracting anything, just a little bit of abdominal engagement. All right, next warm-up move we're gonna do is a little something for our limbs, also a little coordination exercise. So we're gonna take the arms to the side and we're gonna drop swing, and one's gonna go in front, one's gonna go in back. So I'm just allowing the elbows to bend with this big drop swing. And you wanna use gravity here. So we are working against a little extra gravitational force, which is really great for the body. It helps build bone density. So you're gonna kind of harness that gravity and let the arms swing. Just with an easy breath. Nice and gentle. And sometimes this might feel tricky for the mind, coordination-wise, and that's good actually. That's a really good brain challenge. So if you feel like this is a tricky move, coordination-wise, that's okay. You're in the right spot. Nice and easy. We'll go 2 more. And 1 more. And then again, shake it out, nice and simple. All right, next move we're gonna do is a little more challenge for coordination. So we're gonna reach the arms to the side. Very gently, you're gonna flip one palm up, one palm down. So it seems simple. Just begin to change sides. You might start to find your heels begin to lift a little bit off the mat. If that's the case, that's totally fine. And then on your own timing, you're gonna see if you can look away from the palm that's up. So you're gonna look towards the palm that's down. And this is a really great balance challenge, coordination challenge. You move at your own pace. So if you need to go slower than what I'm doing, that's fine. If you need to stop the bounce, that's also fine. This is still a pliable surface, so still a really great challenge. We'll go 2 more. Just breathing. And 1 more. And relax the arms down again, shake it out. Okay, 1 more series for the warm-up. This is for your posture, something we can all use. I know we're all sitting way too much. So still paying attention to your alignment, we're just gonna take the arms forward. Palms are facing down, we're just gonna press them back and bring them forward. And what I want you to think of doing is engaging the mid-back muscles. So as your arms go behind you, you're drawing the shoulders down, you're opening the heart. Nice and gentle. If you want to start to speed it up a little bit, that's also fine. Work at your tempo. Really good. We'll go 2 more, really nice posture. And 1 more. And then we'll take the arms forward, keep them forward. We're gonna turn the palms inward. We're just gonna take these little arm circles. And this is a shoulder stability exercise and also an exercise to challenge the muscles that are around your spine. So they challenge them to stabilize, which is really healthy for the back. Nice and simple. And then reverse the circle, opposite direction. Extend long through the spine, lift the heart. Good, and then pause here. We're gonna take the arms open, little pec stretch, and bring it forward. If you can take your arms a little behind you, pain-free, and also maintain your balance, that's totally fine. You can take a little bit of a stretch there, if that feels good. 2 more. Good, and 1 more. And bring the arms back to the front. Last little posture exercise, we're gonna bend the elbows, make sure your shoulder blades are pulling down, and we're just gonna open and close. This one I love doing if I'm at my desk too long and I just need a break. This is a great one to engage those back muscles. Beautiful, breathe. Smile, a smile will do you a little bit of good too. 2 more. And 1 more. And relax it down. All right, let's intensify things a little bit. So we're gonna heel toe the legs a little bit wider. So now I'm a little bit wider than my shoulders, but still the toes, the knees, the hips all pointing forward. What we're gonna do now is balance our sides out. We all have imbalances on one side or the other, so we're gonna take a second to figure out where those are. So you're just gonna pick a side. I'm gonna start with my left. You can start with your right if you'd like, and you're just gonna bounce more on that side. And you might just notice instabilities, weaknesses. So I'm thinking foot to knee to hip alignment. So if you've got a knee injury, be very, very aware of what the knee placement is doing here especially. Engage the glutes. This is all about that side hip muscle. This will really strengthen the side glute. And then very simply just switch to the other side. So again, just balancing unilaterally on one side. So we've got foot to knee to hip alignment. I'm trying to think of both of these hip bones staying forward, shoulders back. For me, I always notice a difference on my sides. Good, and then let's go back to the other side now. We're gonna add an extra layer of challenge. We're gonna see if we can tap this free leg out and in. And this looks really simple, but you're probably finding it's more of a challenge than what it looks. So all about balance first. So if you find that this is too much, just stay with the single leg bounce for a little while longer. Then relax the arms and see if you can keep this alignment nice and simple. Beautiful. It helps me to sometimes feel the muscles, so I know it's really turned on. So if that helps you, use it. We're gonna let the arms just walk and swing here. Lift the chest and breathe. Nice and simple. Good. And then change to the other side. We're gonna take the bounce, shift it over, find the foot to knee to hip alignment, start with that tap. Notice how our sides are different. Maybe they're not, maybe they are. Balancing it out, find that glute muscle. Nice and simple. And then add those walking arms when you're ready. Breathe. Should be a little bit of a relaxing nature to this whole thing. And let gravity start to de-stress and get rid of your tension. Nice and simple. A few more. Great, and then bring it back to center. And we're gonna just take a little pause from the bounce and work a little bit on strength. So we're gonna take the feet, make sure they're shoulder distance, start to slow your bounce down, and we're gonna begin working through some squats. So squats on the Bellicon are much more challenging than the solid ground, as you could imagine, due to the pliable surface. So foot to knee to hip alignment. We're gonna start by just finding a squat position, super simple. So really making sure you're not rolling in here, but the alignment is square. I like to take these little palms together so that my lats engage. I'm just gonna go deep into the squat and then stand and lift and breathe. Nice and simple. So really, again, reminding yourself you are on a pliable surface. You're on a little mini trampoline. So everything is working harder here, but really in an efficient way. You don't have to bounce for as long as you would go for a jog outside, because everything's working a little bit more on the Bellicon. Keep going, we'll go about 3 more. Try to keep your heels down as you squat. 2. And the next one, we're gonna add something. This is fun. So you're gonna stay here, foot to knee to hip alignment, and you're gonna take a little shimmy. So it's fun, you just gotta go for it full bore, let everything move. Don't be shy, relax the shoulders. So this is great, it's waking up all the muscles in the glutes, the legs, pull your shoulders down, and then stand up. Next one, we're gonna go down, we're gonna hold it again. Roll your shoulders, and you're just gonna bounce here. So my feet are on the mat, my hips are back, glutes are kicked on. This is a funny exercise, but it's really good for the muscles in your spine. You're gonna take the arms forward, and you're just gonna literally robot scissor arms and go for it. Commit fully. Draw the shoulders down, and then come out of it. Okay, just shake it out, rest. You probably felt that. That one you'll really feel, especially if it was your first time in the Bellicon. So we're just shifting it out. So just bending one knee, letting the arms swing nice and gentle. Breathing, inhale, and exhale. All right, so now that you've got a really good sense of everything, we're gonna start to lift the feet off the mat and come to what we call an open chain bounce. If that becomes too difficult, you can always come back to the feet on the mat, so just know that. All right, let's take the arms to the side, reach them out, start to press it down with the palms. And then as you do that, you'll start to feel core engaged, lats engaged, and you're just gonna start to float the feet. And just breathe and practice. Nice and simple. You don't have to go high. You actually want your feet to stay pretty relaxed here. So toes forward, arches lifted, alignment, balance. Doesn't have to be high, it can be very small. Perfect. And then relax your arms. And we're gonna learn a few moves here that are gonna really work your body through every single plane, which is gonna really balance out all the muscles. So the first move we're gonna do is an open and a close. So throughout our day, we walk a lot, we sit a lot, we're not moving in this plane a lot. So opening and closing is really great to wake up those outer hip muscles. Just relax the arms, let them be loose. You can close the legs completely and that will work your inner thighs. Also works your pelvic floor. Relax the shoulders. Good, and then go ahead and take the legs back to where they were, home base. Next move we're gonna learn is a little front to back, very simple. Less is more. I'm gonna use my arms for a little balance, front to back. And just let them swing. The lighter the arms, the better, so just letting them go. Nice and gentle. Breathe. This should be enjoyable, so don't hold back smiles, good energy, let it go. After all, you are on a mini trampoline. Nice and simple. A few more, just practicing, and then we're gonna put these all together and bring it home, relax it. Last move is the twist. The twist is a great move. We don't rotate a lot in our day, so it works the obliques, the muscles in the spine, and detoxing effects also happen when you twist. So really great for all systems of the body. We're just gonna rotate and breathe. Let your arms go in opposition. A rule of thumb is the wider the legs, the easier it is to balance. So you can adjust the difficulty by making the legs closer together or further apart. Closer together is more of a challenge. Just breathe. Nice and smooth. And then bring it home and shake it out. So you've got a few moves in your back pocket. You've got open, close, you've got front to back, and you've got the twist. We're gonna put them all together now, except the open, close, we're gonna add arms to, so it becomes a jumping jack. So when you're ready, let's begin. We're gonna go out and in. You'll see I'm not going super high. So this is more about the feel-good bounce than the really trying to get height through the body. You don't have to go very high in here to find the effects. Palms can open. That feels great on the chest. Find the core, find the breath, and then bring it in, and let's transition to front to back. When you're ready, let the arms swing. Sometimes when it's your first time on the Bellicon, you might want to look at the floor. See if you can keep your focus up. That's a really good challenge for your proprioception, which is your body's ability to feel where it is in space. Really important skill. Good. Next move, we're gonna do the twist. Get ready. When you're ready, go ahead and rotate. Nice and simple. Super gentle. Let your shoulders drop. Breathe. Nice and easy. And then bring it back to home base. Take the legs a little wider. And just shake it out. We're gonna start to make our way back to the feet on the mat. Back to that closed chain bounce. So again, my legs are about shoulder distance. You can go a little wider if that feels good. Make the bounce small. Relax the shoulders, and just like we did at the very beginning, take those shoulder rolls again. And just see if you notice any difference in the body. Should feel more open, more loose. Nice and gentle. Breathe. Good. Really fantastic. The good news is this entire workout works your core because you have to use your core to balance. So you got a really good core workout as well. And then relax the arms, shake it down. Good. We're just gonna take a very light rotation, nothing fancy. You're just gonna kind of swing to one side and then swing and bounce together. So you're spiraling your spine really tall towards the ceiling, lifting your core. Nothing fancy, just getting some rotation through our mid-back or thoracic spine. Breathe. Nice and gentle. 2 more. And 1 more. And bring it back to home base. Continue to shake it out. And then start to make your bounce really small so I can barely tell you're bouncing. Really, really tiny bounce. Reconnect with your body's line of energy so it's going north to south, reaching east to west, nice and tall. Just a really simple vibration. Calming the nervous system down, calming the heart down, letting all the fluids settle in the body, letting the mind settle. And then eventually, you're gonna bring your bounce to a complete stop, and we're gonna take some stretches. So we're gonna step off the Bellicon. You can step off the side or off the back, it's up to you. And what we're gonna do is come to the front side of the Bellicon, we're gonna sit down, and we're gonna use the Bellicon to stretch. So it's a great tool for stretching because you've got this frame here, so you can pull it in different directions and get a really nice back and hip stretches. We're gonna start by sitting tall as you can, making sure your alignment is still there, reaching your arms forward. You're gonna take a big breath in, and very slowly we're gonna start to roll down, very slow. Drop the shoulders, scoop out the tummy, try to go every single vertebra, and then you're gonna rest all the way down, your arms are gonna reach back. We're just gonna come up one more time. You're gonna feel this in your core, you're gonna nod your chin. If you get stuck, you can grab the backs of the thighs. If you don't need to, just don't use your arms. And sit tall. We'll take that one more time. Big breath in. And on your exhale, we're gonna scoop the tailbone under. Good, nice and slow. The slower, the more work. Reach the arms back. And then we're gonna stay here for a little bit. I'm gonna turn towards the side so you guys can get a good view. You're gonna make sure that your head is comfortably rested on the mat. So that might be on the bungees, it might be on the frame. Depends on what size Bellicon you have, but just make sure it's comfortable. You could even take a little towel under there. We're gonna hold on to the frame. You're gonna draw the belly in. We're just gonna take one leg up to tabletop. That's a little 90-degree angle like it's a table, and the other leg. You're gonna draw the belly in, take a big breath in, and you're gonna let your knees fall to one side. So I'm gonna go towards my left. You can go either direction. You're just gonna twist and gently look over the opposite shoulder and just breathe into the side body here. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Try to keep the shoulder on the mat. Again, breathing in And exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Now you're gonna think of the ribs moving back to the mat, then the core. On your exhale, bring the legs back, and we'll change the direction. Take a breath in, and let your knees fall to the other direction, and then let your head look the other way, and just breathe here. So your head's looking opposite the legs. You wanna try to really open up the ribs here, opening up the thoracic spine. It's great for your breath. It's also great for building pelvic floor strength because the breath and the pelvic floor are related. And just breathe here. Inhale, and exhale. Draw the belly in. Again, breathe, inhale, and exhale. On the next breath, use your ribs, use your core to come back. Big breath in, and bring everything back. And we're just gonna give the knees a little hug, and just like a baby, you're gonna rock and roll side to side, and this is just gonna loosen up your low back, massage it on the mat. Nice and simple. Relax your shoulders. And we're gonna wrap up with one hip stretch. So this is called a piriformis stretch. You're gonna place your feet on the floor first. You're just gonna cross a knee or an ankle over, let the knee open. You can stay here because some of us, this is enough of a stretch, or you can go ahead and bring the leg up and just grab behind the hamstring. And you'll just hold here. The trick to this stretch is actually trying to keep your tailbone on the mat. So see if you can find a little bit of the natural space behind your lower back. And then again, send breath. Nice and simple. Just holding, breathing. And then go ahead and change sides. Doesn't have to be a long time. Place the foot down, cross the ankle over, draw the belly in, and then float the leg off. And let that knee press open, and just breathe. Try to drop the shoulders. That's always the hardest thing for me, is reminding myself to relax the shoulders. So much tension there. Okay, so once you're all evened out, we're gonna make our way out of this stretch. So you can grab the back of one knee, and you could just sit up naturally using your hands, but this is a fun way to get out of it. You're just gonna gently nod your chin, give yourself a little rock and roll all the way up to a seated position. Thank you guys so much for bouncing with me with this Balance and Rejuvenate workout. My favorite place to bounce is actually in my home. So I have my Bellicon in my living room. You can bounce in your living room anywhere and get your Bellicon at bellicon.com. And then you can work out with us on BeFiT.com or use our online platform, Bellicon Home. Thank you guys so much for bouncing with me.